The landmarks for the incision are the distal diaphysis of the radius, the medial and lateral styloid processes, the antebrachial carpal joint, the radial carpal bone, and the third metacarpal bone. The foam is incised on the dorsal midline of the carpus to expose the distal third of the radius, the carpus, and the proximal half of the metacarpal bones. In a clinical case, the articular cartilage of the antebrachial carpal joint, the middle carpal joint, and the carpo-metacarpal joint surfaces is thoroughly removed with a bone curette or high-speed burr, following the contours of the bone surfaces. Additionally, cancellous bone is harvested from the proximal humerus. The graft may be placed within the prepared joints now or added after the plate is secured. A 9-hole 3.5 DCP, which has been pre-contoured to provide 10 degrees of carpal extension, is placed on the cranial surface of the distal radius and third metacarpal bone, so that the 5th plate hole lies over the radial carpal bone. The serrated drill guide is used to center the drill on the third metacarpal bone. The hole must be verified as centered in the bone. A 3.5 millimeter screw is inserted through the distal plate hole into the third metacarpal bone. A second screw is placed in the same bone to assure plate alignment. The plate is secured to the radius with a bone-holding forceps, and the alignment of the foot is checked. A 3.5 millimeter screw is inserted through the 5th plate hole into the radial carpal bone. Another screw is inserted through the most proximal plate hole into the radius. One screw above and one screw below the carpus may be inserted eccentrically to compress the articular surfaces. The remaining plate holes are filled with neutral screws.